Okay, it says new trail, so I don't think that's what I'm looking for. That's a cow to the right. We're not abandoning this trail. Something in my gut tells me this is the bull I'm looking for. Hey, you're playing my song. I hear ducks to the right, I've heard a whitetail to the right, I've heard a mule deer to the left, I've heard a bear up ahead. Full of life. And if the bears could be aggressive, I'd bet be full of death. Oh yeah, that's my boy. Where is this? Hello and welcome to the channel. Now, a little over 2 years ago, I did a video comparing Hunting Simulator 2 to the Hunter Call the Wild, and I thought it was time for an update. This time including the Hunter Classic and the new kid on the block, Way of the Hunter. Now, this is going to be a two-part series, with the second part doing the actual comparison. This part is just the hunts, but first, some rules. Now, I wanted to give each game a kind of a fair comparison. I decided to do 4 hunts as similar a style as possible. First up, what to hunt. An animal that is available in all 4 games, and I enjoy hunting. Elk. And specifically in the Hunter Call the Wild, Roosevelt elk. And of course, I also wanted to set kind of a personal rule that not just any bull would do. It would need to be a bull that I would be willing to put in my lodge. Again, with the exception of Hunting Simulator 2, which only allows 1 mount per species, so unless I came across a legendary bigger than the one I already have, I wasn't going to mount it, no matter how big it was. Next, I needed to pick my equipment. So for the Hunter Classic, I picked the 300 bolt action with synthetic stock. In the Hunter Call the Wild, I picked the Canning 300. And then in Hunting Simulator 2, after finally remembering that, oh right, it doesn't have a 300, so probably should have checked that first, I ended up choosing a Winchester Model 70 Extreme Weather Edition, chambered in 308. For Way of the Hunter, I picked the Remington 700 in 300. I picked various zoomable, comparable scopes for each rifle, and then of course I carried an elk bugle in all 4 games, and a pair of range-finding binoculars. Now in the case of the Hunter Classic and Hunting Simulator 2, I did bring wind powder, since I don't believe in either game there is a way to tell wind direction based off environmental evidence, unlike Call the Wild and Way of the Hunter. Now you might be asking, what about the rest of the equipment the games offer? Well, here's the problem with that. Hunting Simulator 2 doesn't offer any vehicles, and I don't have any vehicles for the Hunter Classic, so I negated vehicles from all 4 games. Hunting Simulator 2 and Way of the Hunter don't have deployable stands or tents, so I negated all those. Now, of course, when it comes to dogs, the Hunter Call the Wild, Hunting Simulator 2, and the Hunter Classic all have dogs, but their functions and capabilities vary greatly, and there's no dogs in Way of the Hunter, so again, negated the canines. Next up was difficulty settings. Now, I'm not comparing the games to try and tell you which one's good or which one's bad. I simply want to provide you with all the information so you can kind of get a sense of what to expect as far as the environment goes, mechanics, and performance, so that you may choose the game to your liking. Now, me personally, I like simulators. I don't want a game that constantly reminds me I'm playing a game. So with that, I wanted the difficulties as high as possible, with the exception of the Hunter Classic, mainly because I haven't played Hunter Classic on a regular basis since before the Hunter Call the Wild came out, and I didn't want my experience, or lack thereof, to make Classic seem worse than it is, because really it's actually a very good game. So with that, I left the Hunter Classic settings pretty much as the way as I played it last time, which was, I think, a couple years ago at this point. Now with the Hunter Call the Wild, I disabled all visual aids in game, with the exception of POI icons on map, and I also disabled the HUD in-game via the hide HUD setting. So for those who follow the channel, you also know that when I played Call the Wild a lot, I also played with a mod called the HUD switch mod, which disabled spotting and tracking information. Now, given as I want to compare the 4 games and I'm not modding them all, I decided that that would be unfair. So this is actually a fresh install of Call the Wild with my same save, no HUD switch mod, so there's a blinking E everywhere. With Hunting Simulator 2, I also disabled all visual aids, but of course, spotting and tracking information remain on because I don't think there's a setting to actually turn that off. Finally, Way of the Hunter. Now, Way of the Hunter actually has a difficulty setting, and I play on Ranger, the highest difficulty available, and I've played it like that since the second I completed the tutorial, so honestly I'm not even familiar how Hunter Sense works. On top of that, I also play with the HUD disabled. Now if you notice a bit of frame stuttering or jittering or skipping, it's not you, it's me. As part of the comparison, I wanted to compare the game's performance. To do so, I ran all games with no frame limit and fast VSync, which is essentially it stops the frame tearing but has no restriction on frame count. The exception of course being the Hunter Classic, because apparently fast VSync and DirectX 9 don't seem to play well together. And then furthermore, I recorded all the telemetrics of my system frame by frame, which seemed like a good idea until I realized now I have 4 spreadsheets with 250,000 rows that I need to sort through to actually get the data I wanted to share. Again, not to say that one game's going to run better. Obviously, the older game runs better on newer hardware, and games with less graphics intensity are going to run higher. The idea being is that you can kind of get an idea for what to expect of game performance on your system as compared to mine, which, for those who don't know, I have actually posted my system specifications in the description of videos at the time of those videos recording for about 4 years now. So anytime you're watching a video and going, God, I wonder if he changed something or upgrade, you can look in the description. I list it all: audio setup, computer, monitors, the whole 9 yards. Also, you'll notice a counter in the bottom left corner of the screen. That's not to say a game's better or worse because of how long it took to hunt. It's just that sometimes the sense of time and duration get lost with editing. So this gives you a frame of mind about how long the play time has been. So it doesn't account for in-game time, it accounts for actual sit down and playing time. And I think that just about covers it, otherwise I'll have to cut something in here. So this is a bit of a long video because this is all 4 hunts, but hey, you're welcome. I cut it down from originally 12 hours of footage. So that's enough yakety yak, let's get to hunting already. I think I'll just set up on this hill here. Give a couple calls. Maybe something will come out. Yeah, look at that. Oh, right back there. I gotta look at this. I got like a nice little hill here. Oh, jeez. Alright. Definitely have the cow's attention. I still think this is like the only hunting game where you have this free look option, where you can basically set your body stationary and look around. I need to remap it though. Most of the games that have free look, I put it on a mouse button. I see the cow to the left. I don't think I'm using that right. I still have spotting and tracking information on just to, as weird as it sounds, to kind of make it more even, because I have so little experience with this game. Meters and feet. Why isn't it meters and yards? Because 250 feet, right? That almost sounds like it's far, but that's less than 100 yards. I'm gonna chill up for a second. I don't see any bulls in your group. Alright, do one more call just in case there's a bull trailing them. Now, and how much trouble can I get in here? I feel like I can be in a lot of trouble. Oh, Jesus. Yep, and it carried the whole herd away. Alright. Hey, you know what? Not a bad first interaction, but not what I'm looking for. Go see if I can't find a bull. I'm starting to think I may be traveling the wrong way. I think what I want to do is follow this trail down, cut left, and then come back up. I think. There are so many spots where the fog is making these shadows that I think I see something, but nope. All in my head. Okay. Oh, I didn't pull it out in time. Did I turn enough to where that could be the same herd? Yes, actually, that could be. I could very well be chasing the same herd of cows. Well, in theory, if I follow the cows, eventually bull's got to find them, right? I know I heard one over here. So it looks like there's some watering holes up ahead. And that's where I'm hearing all the activity. Oh. Interesting, there's two. Like, that's not what? That's 200 feet? I think that's the group I was following earlier. I mean, the ones I'm hearing over here are not the same ones. Problem is, I'm fairly certain my wind's going that way. Yeah, so what I need to do is I need to cut off right here and try and look down onto the water. Otherwise, I'll just be moving in with my wind. Yeah, they're right there. Look at that. The hell, they're like following me. Why are you following me? Stop that. So I got the call to my right, down on a watering hole, and these ones here. Why does my mouse keep cutting out? Only when I'm in binos. Oh, there. I'm still not seeing any bulls. Okay, so here's what I really think was happening. I never saw all four. I think I'm chasing the same frickin' herd. I think there's just been one in the lead. Oh, jeez. One right here. They're a touch oblivious, don't you think? I'm going to change direction, backtrack a bit, try and get closer to where I heard the bull. I mean, I imagine he would want to be coming this way, but I haven't heard anything to suggest that. Oh, that's a shed. Cool. Not what I'm looking for. Yeah, so there's blacktail behind me. I'm not seeing... I thought I saw some sign for the bull I heard earlier. I'm starting to think I was turned around. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the area where I heard him and see if I can't find any sign that tells me what direction he went. Because all the elk sign I found so far really feels like it belongs to that group of cows I saw earlier. Okay, essentially what I've done is I've made a pretty bad circle, and I have found no evidence of the bull I heard. Just that group of cows. Now, the hints were to go north-northeast, so I'm thinking I may have just wasted way too much time based off an audio cue, and so I'm gonna go north-northeast. Probably head up towards this lake here. Cross my fingers. It's kind of a shame, really. Even in the settings, it shows that on the highest setup, 320 meters is pretty much your max. So even though I have this wonderful little viewing area, that's out of range, all that's out of range. Everything I could see from up here is pretty much covered up by trees. There are elk at the top of this hill. That sounded like another cow, though. You know what, though? It's pretty open right here. If I could call them to me, that could come in handy. Yeah, right here. Right up here in the shadow in these bushes. I'm not hearing any responses, seeing any movement. I think I need to move. I'm going to work my way down and around, so hopefully I can look up the hill at them. That, and I think... Did I still keep it on me? Nope, that's 6. 5. Well, I actually have a good win for what I was doing. I don't know, kind of winging it at this point. I don't know the map well enough is a problem. Oh, there's a black bear. I just kind of walked up right up on that thing, didn't I? Let me double check this is its track. Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 black bears, so there's one that went that way, and then earlier I picked a track up going over there. Vehicle slot empty. Oh, I smacked my mouse. Well, I can see the hill where I heard them, and honestly, even if I could call them in, I don't think they'd have gotten down to me. That's very rocky terrain. But of course, can't see them from here even if I wanted to, because they're too far away. That's 500 meters. Running range is only 320. So I think I'm going to circle around. There's a crevice back here, isn't there? Yeah, so I heard them here. I think I'm going to come back around. Just keep working my way. Traveled a good section so far without seeing any... without seeing any sign of a bull. I heard one call once, and I may have to just go back and pursue that thing. Oh, there's the bear. Hey. Oh, what'd I do? No. That sounds like they're just right up there, and this is an excellent spot. Let there be a bull in there. Yeah, Okay, so at least I have a response. I just have to cross my fingers that a bull walks out with them. Oh, there we go. I thought I saw two. There's one cow. Oh, I'm an idiot. I saw the shadow. I thought the shadow was a second cow. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to respond to you. One cow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hopefully let you wander off and see which way you go. So that makes one cow spotted up here, 4 cows spotted down here, 1 bull herd here. They said north and east, but I'm really starting to feel like I need to double check something. So as part of my let's make sure I'm not doing something completely stupid and wasting time for this, I did look up like elk on the wiki. So maybe they mean more this and east. So maybe I hook around here, bring it back down, and cross my fingers that leads me to something more than a couple cows. Oh, hold up. That's an elk, right? Yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot. They bed down in this game. So normally, you wouldn't waste your time hunting for elk in the middle of the day because they'll be napping. Which is not really the middle of the day, pretty close. But I'm 99% certain. Why can't I spot you? Post me. Zoom! Pretty sure that's cow elk. That actually, I think, is the same one that I was just dealing with in the field. Because I was down there and there's a field down there. So I'm screwing this up by coming in at the wrong time or not getting on them early enough. I'm looking for elk standing up, walking around. They're going to be bedded down. Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep going my route. Maybe try and find another open spot over here. I guess the other thing too is I can start using the collar more for getting a response than anything. That's bear again. You know what's amazing is as this hunt goes on, my self-set requirement for what size bull I want to take just keeps going down and down and down. Like, I'm pretty much at the point where if he looks old enough to have had a proper experience with a cow, I think I'm going to put a bullet in him. You know, it's amazing to think how well this game's actually aged. Like, what, as of right now, I think this game is 14 years old. Like, there's people playing this game that weren't alive when it came out. That's pretty impressive. It runs like a 14-year-old game. Plenty of frames, but I can definitely see that there's some generational software adaptation issues. Can't wait to dig into log files and see how that turns out. Nothing. Well, continuing to use the wiki as if it were local knowledge. I guess I'm gonna keep going this way. Like, it's cool they bed down and all, and I wish I'd remembered that. It's just been so long. But the problem is I'm recording this in a straight shot to try and get a time frame. At the same time, I'm also recording, like, the performance metrics. And stopping all that and restarting it to come in at a proper time, I don't know, it kind of ruins everything I've done so far. And quite frankly, if you are not an experienced elk hunter, which I'm not, and you didn't know that about this game, this would be your experience. Because you probably wouldn't know that middle of the day is nap time. And good luck, you know. Part of me thinks I still stand a chance because I have been able to warrant a response out of the cows. And if anything, I can still find tracks and do scout work. And I think that would be a better use of my time than kind of giving up. Oh, hey, I can't look any more down. That, I believe, is a different trail than the cow I've been following. There's quite possibly more elk this way. Hey, hey. Alright, well, because it's probably bedded down, I'm gonna sneak in hopes I can actually, find this thing. This trail seems relatively fresh. I might be better off trying to see if I can get it to come to me. You know what? No. I'm gonna get up to that ridge, then try and get it to come out. Now just please, for the love of all things holy, let it be a bull. I have no idea what my wind is doing. I can't, is there a way to tell without the spray in this game? I don't think so. Oh, cross our fingers. I have to check wind. I have to. I have good wind. If I remember correctly, the dotted ring is a sign of freshness. So in all reality, if I can get to a spot where my visible area is within that ring, I should be able to call it back. I think that's how this works. No response. Okay, I'm gonna get back on the trail for a bit. Okay, it says new trail, so I don't think that's what I'm looking for. That's a cow to the right. We're not abandoning this trail. Something in my gut tells me this is the bull I'm looking for. Oh, it is the bull I'm looking for. I made a good call. No, 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 no. Oh, why is he wandering off? Did I do it? That's him. Uh-oh. Sudden realization. I forgot how hold breath is space. Oh, I don't trust it. My god, I am wobbly. Go prone, just lay on the ground here. Oh, come on. Yeah, you're doing good, bud. You're doing good. Oh, nailed it. Ho 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 ho. First shot fired from this rifle. Only shot needed. Whew. And in 15 seconds, it'll be almost exactly 2 hours. Look at this guy. Holy hell, he was a pain in the ass, but he was worth the wait. I am so happy with this. Now I have to remember how to do all this. So I believe I hit this, and it punched through from the front. Yeah, it hurt. 75 GM. Wow. He's a 350. I have no idea if that's big or not. Hang on, I can check. Okay, I actually still have no idea, but they have a picture of a 430, so I'm guessing 350 would be, like a gold. He's really cool. Okay, let's do trophy shot. Because, you know, this can only end well. What is wrong? This tree's in the way. Oh my god. Wait, look at this rack. Okay, press F for help. Okay, toggle camera edit mode. P for no. Pan camera, zoom in out. Mouse 1 take photo. Okay, so if I do edit mode, hang on, if I hit escape, cool. Now, no, how did you, oh my god, you have to remember to have your rifle up beforehand. Well, crap. I didn't know hitting escape. Okay, Call of the Wild, you can't hit escape without harvesting or taxidermizing. Way the Hunter, you can hop out, hop back in, but you can't in Classic. Well, shit. Hopefully I can throw something together to make that worth it. I was gonna do the thumbnail for this video having like quadrants where each corner was the trophy with the rifle and everything, but I guess I guess I'm gonna have to edit that one in, or maybe I can borrow some. Oh, that sucks. Is there really no way? Oh, that's inventory. That's missions. I don't think that helps at all for my case, because... Oh, hey, look, it actually loaded. I've been having issues getting that to load all day. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, well. Mission accomplished, though. Nice big bull elk. That was pretty freaking awesome. Now, I just quit, right? I don't actually have to go and end a hunt? Okay. Frickin' what's the controls? Binos. Gun. What's auto walk in this? Is it G? Yes. I do remember how to play. Alright, so I want to go... Oh, that was fast. I think I want to head off to the right. Right? Yeah, because I want to go this way. Whether I actually make it up here or not. Sometimes there's elk in here. Sometimes there's elk back here. Good primarily elk habitat. Oh, one more thing. What am I running? God, I hate trying to use this thing. Switch to that, thank you. Soft point. More expansive damage. Yep. No, I actually can see that far. Okay. Can't see over there. Oh, God. When did that happen? Why doesn't the bino mask go all the way to the bottom of the screen? That's fine. That's okay. Well, that was weird. I have interesting wind. I actually think I'm going to head up to that peak, so I'm going to cross this little valley and look back right. I would like to follow the trail, but I feel like I'd give up too much ground. I'd rather head all the way up to the base of the hill. My headset on backwards? That's bizarre. Hang on, did they change a setting? No, I have Dolby Atmos off. That's not even a thing I think my mixer supports. It's just such a delay between the call and the echo. Is that always how it's been? I haven't played this since the last time me, the missus, and the kiddo live streamed going to Finland? Wait. Oh, I think I had the bush bug again. Is that still a thing? Where you go through a bush and then it sounds like you're constantly going through a bush? Okay. I see animals? Cow elk. More cow elk. More cow elk. Nah, that bottom line is distracting. I keep recognizing it as movement and thinking something's below me. You really not have any, boyfriends around? Okay, well, oh. That's deer. Deer. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, I have good wind. I'm gonna try and navigate the rocky slope here. And I see like another spot, maybe right around there, where I might be able to look back down the other side. Yeah, I think that's my best bet. I gotta be kind of sort of sneaky about it. But now I get to endure my least favorite thing about Call of the Wild, probably. Trying to navigate rough terrain in a character that was not built with knees. Could my smartphone load the next section of map? It looks like it's pretty rocky here. It might level out here. I guess I'm headed down. There it goes. Oh, I'm being dumb. Yeah, I can't actually see that far. Not to mention my wind is rotated. I just slipped off this rock behind me and I swear I heard something move in front of me. But, the game audio mutes whenever you put, or it doesn't mute, but dips every time you put the binos up, so listening and looking at the same time, apparently not a thing. Of course, it's always done that, it's just, I find it annoying. God, I just don't want to give up all this ground without being doubly sure. I swear I keep hearing movement front right. It isn't good, because that's the way my wind's going. I might park it under this tree for a minute. Let my ears do the searching. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that rock caught me for a second. Rain. That's gonna limit my ability to hear and see. Okay, now I guess I'm sitting here waiting to want rain out. Want to pretend there's no rain? Put your binos up. Alright, good sun. Now we could just burn off some of this fog. I think the problem is, if I've been looking at it right, once I get into that tree line, it's thick, but opens up one more time. As well as it opens up to the right. I want my ability to see across the fields. Meadows? What would you call it? I guess a meadow. Please don't start raining. Really? More rain? Okay, break in the weather. I'm gonna try and sneak to get my wind on my good side. Follow this tree line across. Oh, it's a slow process. I got a lot of ground I want to cover, but the number of times I've sat there and rushed this and just start beelining it for, like, just running that path, and then I either bump what I want, or I pass it completely, come back another day, find out, hey, turns out you're an idiot. If you just stayed put for a little bit longer. And I know this area has elk from past hunts, so. Now normally you would sit here, stop, put out a call, listen for a response to give you an idea, but it kind of depends on the area you're in. Something like this, I can pretty much see past where the call would be effective. So if there were elk within caller range, I'd see them. And if I can't see them, that means that chances are they're in an area where I wouldn't be able to get a good shot. Oh, there's the outpost. Like, if there's one behind me, I wouldn't want to call them in and then have them approach behind where I'm not ready at all for that shot. Oh, look, a bird that hasn't taken off yet. Yeah, they've done something with how Apex handles anti-aliasing of the branches, because I don't remember that working like that, but, huh. Jesus. Wait, what? How? That was behind me. Oh my god, I'm so unobservant somehow. Well, right? Sounded like it was behind me. Granted, that was blacktail, so pretty sure. God, that just makes me worry if I made it this far without noticing that. You got music turned off, but it'll still play a tune. 15-pound rabbit. Oh. I didn't even hear him. Wait. Alright, well, crap. Man, I bumped him out from about 100 yards. He was right here on this hill. I'm just gonna back up the hill a bit, see if I can't get eyes over there without encroaching on him. What'd it say? It said a 3, so he's nothing massive. See if he's rolling alone or not. Sad part is, I don't think I'd take him because if I saw clearly enough, his tops hadn't even forked properly yet. He's still a youngin'. There he is. He's got some interesting things going on. Very heavy up front. Oh. Oh, he's feeding here. That's what that is, feeding. God, you can't even see the animal with all the crap on screen. No, he's alert. Gonna run? Mm-hmm. Now we're back to eating, with the exception of the actual eating part. The next bit's pretty thin. I kind of want to do one more circle, just to make sure, because there's no way that's the only bull in this area. Normally by now I've seen half a dozen. Granted, things have probably changed. Wow. Like their intelligence level. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back kind of the way I came and give it another run up. If that's the only bull I find, then I move on. Doesn't hurt to look twice. I tend to do that. I tend to do like figure eights or circles. Hey, he's not happy with me. See, I never got a warning call last time. God, what is with that anti-aliasing with the fog? Oh, look, a bear. And a doe. Interesting. I've actually managed to make it all the way back around to where I was this morning. I think this time, instead of cutting off to try and make my wind friendly, I'll keep the high ground and use my wind as a kind of an alert system. Hopefully they'll call, give a warning call, because it appears I am missing a bunch of wildlife. That bear sounds like it's coming like right at me. Well, guess what? Is that you? Yep. My hands are off the controls. Why am I still calling? No, stop. You have got to be kidding me. That was a bug 2 updates ago. Well, hopefully I didn't just overcall the elk in the area, if any. Alright, well, I think it's time to start moving and dragging my wind around and see what I bump out of there. Where did they all come? Oh, hey. There's the bear. The hell? That sounded like it came from my left. Are my headphones on? Yeah, okay. Headphones are on the right way around. Wait, you're fleeing? No, you're commenting. Yeah, I'm hearing deer this way. What the hell is happening? Your mods are causing it. I removed them all months ago, like updates ago. Call again. It should sound like it's straight in front of me. There better be a deer over here. No, what? Okay, so does that mean that I could have heard a different elk? Oh, God. Yeah, there's no deer over here. I clearly hear a deer right here. But I'm pretty sure it's those guys. Call. No, come on, what do you call? That's so weird. The echo is louder than the initial call. Maybe I should take that elk. Lord knows what other problems I might experience. I got a call. The stand was on the way back over to where I saw that bull earlier, so I thought, well, what the hell? Oh, look. Cows. Big ol' herd of them. That can't be the group from the lake earlier, could it? No sign of a bull over there. Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk to you. You don't already have a bull, which means you're probably kind of needy. Wait for them to turn their back. Tease them a little. Wait a minute. Yeah, they're a little dumb. But now you're good and in my wind. That one figured it out. Those all figured it out. There you go. I want to point out in the classic hunt, in about 5 minutes, I nailed that bull. Very soon, I have a feeling that little bull's going to start looking like it might fit the bill. What is it they say? Never pass up on day 1, which you'll wish you had on day 3. Granted, we're talking hours here. I could have definitely picked better spots. I just like hunting this area for elk. Mainly because now that the moose could be aggressive, I don't want any of that crossover land. Alright, I'm going to keep sneaking off this way. Maybe the bulls just didn't care. Maybe they're right over the hill, wondering why the cows wandered off. Okay, what? I am actually hearing the deer 180 degrees off. That's what's making sense. I found tracks for a buck when I thought I heard one directly behind me earlier, but the tracks were the other direction. There's no deer up there, because that's the camp. At least so far it seems to only be the deer that's having that problem. The elk still sound locationally correct. When I set all this up, I had either elk, moose, or whitetail in mind, seeing as all 3 could be found in all 4 games. I wanted to do elk. It was probably this guy back here, because that's the right distance for that level of sound. Huh. How trippy. Hey, I also hear movement to my right, but I think those are cows. This tree right here might be my best spot. Now, this could be the little guy. He was up over the ridge, probably about 200 yards that way. And of course, here comes the rain. Ah, is that the same? I think that's the little guy from earlier. I don't want him. Like, I want the big tops. Okay, I just heard something moving around over here. But this is too far east to be the bull I just saw, I think. No, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Must have been hearing things. Warning call. There it is. You're a small boy. You wandered all the way around. Ugh. God dang it. Alright, I just need to get out of this area. Yeah, he's like 100 yards off from where I last saw him. That's why I thought there was a second bull in there. Jesus. Wait, straight in front of me. That's not too shabby of a bear up there. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at the sun, and let's look at the time. A little after 4. I don't know. It's a lot of ground to cover in that period of time, and I may not come across anything. I've pretty much just been covering this all day. I may feel that it might be best to take this to a day 2. Well, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll just go check out one of the other areas and cross my fingers I don't get in the way of any moose. Alright, fresh day, fresh plan. There's a big old lake up that way with some light brush kind of fields to the east of it. I think I usually come here for whitetail. No. And I'm pretty sure I find elk here. Here, it's got to be this lake. This lake doesn't have any tents next to it. The one that has tents next to it is whitetail. Fairly certain. That's the problem when you haven't played a game in so long. It's trying to remember everything. Well, that's a good sign. Or is that a bad sign? Good sign there's wildlife, bad sign that maybe I am wrong about this. Like, and my wind is going that way. Of course it is. Almost a complete 180 from what it was doing yesterday. There's something right over this hill. Okay, what was I hearing? Elk. Perfect. Can I get eyes on it? Gotta keep to the right, keep it out of my wind. I'm fairly certain this is its track, like it walked right up, but just not high enough over the hill for me to see it. Did it leave a track? Came up for a second. Nope, that's rabbit. Wait, did I hear a rabbit walk by and it's just coincidence that an elk call came out from over here? I hear it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there they are. God, I miss the HUD switch mod when I could get this crap off the screen. I still have this set up, yeah? Yeah. Fluffy. Oh, Jesus. Bye, Fluffy. Hey, 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 you're playing my song. Can I get to the water and get eyes on you? Yeah, I think that's the way to go. There we go. That's a cow. Yeah, I did hear a back there. Ooh, the score looks good. And he has a friend. Several friends. There's a whole group of bulls back there. Okay, now don't take your bulls with you. Quite see his rack. No, wait, that's not him. That's him. Alright, use a scope and see if I can see his rack. Not really. I'm gonna have to call him out of there. I'm a pair of bulls. Nope. They may not actually be in range. I might be pinging the tree instead of him. Let me move one set of bushes up. Maybe I need to move over there. Yes. Nope, you're still not him. That one. Nope, you're still not him. Okay. Yeah, he does not care. This one's like really close. Alright, maybe I can use the tall grass. Wait, what? What was that? He just like partially teleported. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me now. Well, hopefully he's still back in there. It's not this guy. He's behind him. I hear steps off to my right. Could just be a rabbit, though. I don't see him now. Oh, wait. Is that him? There he is. Oh, I can't tell. I am close, though. That's not him. Didn't I see a 4? Yeah, I can see his rack. That's not him. I think I see his rack. I think that's his rack right behind this leg. Oh, yeah. That's him. Behind the tree, but facing me. Okay. Well, they're still calm. God, he's wide, too. You don't see me. I do not like how close I have to get. If only they responded to the caller. Problem is, even once I get in a concealed position, I gotta get them to turn. Biggest frickin' tree. Loud frickin' ducks. And I'm stuck. Oh. No, 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 no. There you are. You're not a 3. Look at all of them. Holy jeebers. You're a 3? That's the 4. Okay, that is the 4. One more call. Rifle. Oh. Oh, come on. I should not have tried a front quartering shot like that. Not with soft points. Well, shite. Oh, but I have hunting pressure, so he is dead. Okay, well, I was just about to switch. I hit the wrong button. I'm so used to hitting tab. I was going to switch ammunition, but it seems like he's dead up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't make it far. Oh, right. It's been so long since I've actually tracked blood in this game. So there, I have that with no directionality. Other than this way? Vital organ hit. Okay, that's walking track going this way. That's probably not it. But I also haven't seen anything that resembles blood. Oh, blood. Medium bleed rate. Headed this way. Oh, there he is. Woohoo! Knock it down. Look at that. Okay, so he's got like one whatever the hell this is going on over here. And then, yeah, I'm actually just not quite sure. It's still not quite the tops I normally look for when I want to prefer the elk. I kind of like the more comb style. But given this is day 2, and I didn't intend for these to be multi-day hunts, I'll take it. And in lieu of having trophy shots, because you can't, we can do that. At least his antlers didn't fall on the ground. That's a nice change. And we can do that. All right, let's see what we got here. And he's a gold, 295. Well, hang on a ticket. Gold, 295. Diamond starts at 380. So he's actually a small gold. Look at this. Inspect. They saw how well it worked in Way of the Hunter and decided to bring it over here, huh? Well, you know what's amazing, though? How long have I complained about, you know, their old thing where, like, you know, you couldn't see the entire rack? Well, competition breeds innovation. Way the Hunter had a system that worked. They saw it. They made adjustments. Hallelujah. Not to mention, like, what does this do for thumbnail capabilities, right? Because I can figure out how to work this thing, maybe. No. Why do you keep rotating that way? God. All right, so whoever did classics did this one. Got it. I want you level, and then just like that. Yeah, so I was aiming down here. That's not where I hit, but day 2, 40 yard, 300 shot, soft points, took him down, 295 gold. Happy with it. Big old boy. It's the goofiest things going on. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to keep that. I don't know why I never come back to this game, but in case I do, yeah, I'm gonna keep him just in case I come back to it. All right. Oh, and then that's it. You can't. Okay, well, enter to accept. Alrighty, Call the Wild complete. What's next? Hunting Simulator 2. Off I go. Okay. Nothing but a rifle, a collar, and a range-finding pair of binos. If I remember how to play this game. Oh, that's not how you do it. Nope, still not how. Right, you can't drag the map around on this one. Alright, I want to head up in this area. If I remember correctly, I've seen elk on the shorelines as well as at this lake. Z was auto-walking this one, right? Oh, and they don't have a 300 in this game, so I'm using a Winchester Extreme Weather 70 in 308. I know it's not quite the same thing, but I wasn't going to go through the process of trying to test all the rifles to see what would be closer. I always forget that this game is also backwards. Why do I have to have VSync on to turn it off? I already hear a deer up ahead. Oh, it's right ahead. I'm going to end up bumping it. I hear squeaking ahead. Oh, down low. Oh, look. An elk. Oh, look, another elk. They're nothing to write home about. And they're just walking up to me here. God, after playing the other games, it's like, holy derp-to-derp faces. They still haven't noticed me. I think they finally noticed me. Yeah, there's one right there. They're 25 yards away. And now they're fleeing. Huh. God, I hope there's some better looking elk. Now, in that case, let's say you wanted them. Oh, look, here's their path from earlier. You just wait. They'll run 700 out and then get back on their path. So if you're certain you're on their intended path, just stay put. They'll come back. They're extremely stupid. They're like, look, they came down and they were walking back up. So there aren't many. I think there's only 3 or 4 pairs per map. So I'm crossing my fingers that that's not the only pair in the area I'm going for. One benefit, though, is you can spot, like, look, that's something right there, isn't it? No, I think that's just a Trex. But you can spot pretty much as far as you can see, so, like, there. There's a bear at almost 1,000 yards. So getting in close, not that big of a deal if you have good wind. The hardest thing is just finding them, because the population density is low. Probably accurate, but low, because these aren't big maps. So right there, I could have already had my elk, but like I said, it's not something, I wouldn't want it. That was a sad elk. I wouldn't want those. So I'm going to keep popping up on these ridge lines, glassing around, and see if I can find one that I want to take home. Oh, and that little encounter there, that's one of the reasons I actually don't like fast traveling. You never know what you're going to miss by skipping the travel. Bighorn sheep at 800 yards. I think I want to get up here, glass this kind of valley around this lake. If nothing, then move on to that hill and look back over there. Oh, look. A rabbit. Those who follow the channel understand my hatred for that creature in this game. Mallard duck? What? That's not... What? Okay. Ah, a turkey. The kind of the downside about turkey hunting, at least on this map, there's no collars or anything, so you have to stalk a turkey. You can flush hunt them in the Meadows map. I'll put the name up because I always forget it. Another ram. Oh, look. I don't think that one will actually spot. Oh, there it goes. A rabbit at 900 yards. Ooh. Alright, so we got a pair of bull elk, but their antlers don't render in at this distance. I don't even think if I look through the scope they will. No, I can't even see the animals through the scope. And I also don't know. Those might be the two. They could have covered that ground in this amount of time. So I have no choice but to get over there and check it out. But just in case I missed anything on this side, I don't want to rush it. And also, I can't run off here. I need to go over here. Wait. Oh, wait, hang on. There's no fall damage in this game. I forgot about that. It just, if you go to third person, though, it does look hilarious. Let's see if he does it again. He just kind of starts cartoon running. Maybe? Alright, there we go. Alright. I'll have to go find an elk. Oh. Okay, here's mule deer. I'm not in a tree or anything, I'm just standing here. Now, it hasn't seen me, it's eating. Now it's seen me. Here comes the bighorn. That's not a bad looking ram. And this is easily the harder of the two Colorado maps. There's a bear up ahead. I hear ducks to the right, I've heard a whitetail to the right, I've heard a mule deer to the left, I've heard a bear up ahead. Full of life. And if the bears could be aggressive, I'd not be full of death. That's a second bear. There's one on the down this left slope somewhere and one off the right. Where am I? Am I here? No, that's the river. Yeah, they were somewhere down there. This bear is right in front of me. We got mule deer, which I'm not gonna lie, when I first looked at that, I thought that was whitetail. But now that I see it. I see how it could be mule deer. Oh. Well, here's a bear at 40 yards. Okay, it was one of these two fields. Do you see me, bud? If I had a bow. There he goes. Alright, the elk were somewhere over here. Oh. Okay. 232 yards. It's a reasonable shooting distance. That actually looks like one of the same elk from earlier. Where's your buddy? There were two back there. Yeah, I'm not liking them. I'm gonna wait and see if I can spot his buddy, but I'm pretty sure these are the same pair I saw earlier. Yeah, there's his buddy. Okay. Well, I have an option. I can spend a lot of time scouring the map, but I'm fairly certain there may only be one more pair that's easily accessible. Let me check my map. Yeah, because I've never even picked up elk track anywhere but in this area. So I think what I'm going to actually do is we're going to head back to the cabin, and we're going to call it a day. And then we'll come out tomorrow and do it again. Of course, that's just figuratively. In all reality, I'm just going to go back to the lodge and start a new hunt, because those do not tickle my fancy. Alright, I'm pretty much going to do the exact same path as I did before. Cut through the woods, up the left side of that hill, maybe to the top. We'll see if we run into them two again, and who they are now, if that makes sense. Wow, they're even closer this time. I didn't even make it to the top of the hill. I'm just going to keep going right at them and hope I catch them before they get into a spot I can't see. Even if I bump them, I think I know where they're going. I can still hear them. Very quiet, so they're a ways away, I think. But I could be wrong, so sneaky does it. Oh, hey. Okay, that's why. They're walking away from me right now. Ah, well, there's one. Where's your friend? There he is. Wait, did they not... No, I think they're the same. Now let me move a little bit higher up here, see if I can get a more clear view of them, but I'm pretty sure those are actually the same. They didn't. Could have sworn they could have respawned. They could just be another pair of small ones. You know what? He looks bigger. That guy, does he look bigger? I think he does look bigger. Maybe it's not the same. Okay. 314 yards. That's a far shot. But let me go ahead and move down. What I'll do is I'll just call him into here. All right, let's see. I think right here is actually probably pretty good. Let's go prone. I can hear him calling. Let's see if they respond. I think so. I see the little one moving right there. There's a... Oh, he's got a weird thing going on the right side. Right there. Oh, 110 yards. I like how the bulls are doing cow mews. They come straight in. They'll respond to your calls. They ever stop responding, they got wise. Tempting, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's an elk down. You know, now that I see him, I forget how the models are different between the games, so I look at him, I go, well, there's not a lot going up top, so he's not all that big. But then when I got closer and I saw these kind of split brow tine things going on here, that's when I realized he's actually a biggin. Now, I can't remember. Is there like a proper camera? I don't think there is. Like, I can do this, but I don't think I can like... Oh, right, and I tried and Ansel doesn't work with this, but I mean, that's not too shabby. How do you put things away? Can you not? I want empty hands. Empty hands. Nope, guess not. All right, well... he is a mature male. Shot him at 25 yards. Looks like heart, lung, stomach. Or, yeah, something like that, because that should be liver, and then that's probably like kidney. Bag him. Yep, he didn't go far. And the blood is persistent through the hunt. So that's something to keep in mind. I have tracked something I already shot, only to find out it was something I had actually already harvested. And that wasted a lot of time. Alright, back to the cabin. Okay, let's go see about our elk. Now, I'm pretty sure I have a legendary, so there's nothing fancy here. He scored a 168. Yeah, I have a legendary already, so he's 9.5 years old. I'm guessing that means they're about the same span, 2.3 yards, whatever that means. But he's worth a cool K, so I'll take it. Easy does it. Okay. Here we go. Now there's a herd I want to check on. I gotta remember where they were. I think they were around this region. Now, seeing as I'm excluding campsites and I won't be fast traveling to campsites, the nearest cabin, I actually think it's about the same distance. However, my wind will be better if I start from the cabin down here, work my way up. But the terrain is rougher because this is much steeper nonsense. But I haven't explored this area a whole lot, right? That's got a riverway. I'm pretty sure this is it. But I was working off, like, in here. It sounds right, yeah, because there's whitetail. I saw mule deer. Oh, there's mule deer. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to head right up in the hills that way. Gray wolves. Well, that should mean I'm in the right area, because the last time I saw the big elk, I ended up getting the big elk. But the last time I saw the herd I'm looking for, I was hunting wolves. Oh, jeez. How did I miss all you guys? Whoops. Well, good thing I'm not here for them. Oh. There they were. A tiny little body of water down there. Ah. I think this means I know where I am. Yeah, so I did come from this way. I spooked that pack of wolves before, except that time I came from that side. Yep, all looks familiar. Fortunately, they're fleeing in the direction I'm going, so I'm just going to keep bumping them. Not a big deal. I think I still have about... I still have a pretty good trek to get where I'm going. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm not getting another look at that. That was a monster mule deer. I was just heading down because I saw this tree here. Indicative of a feed zone. That was a big mule deer. Ooh. The land of monsters back here. I'm gonna go slow. I want to see if I can get up the hill. Maybe get eyes on him again. Oh, I'm getting barks. The mule deer ran off right. Alright, now my wind comes to bite me, right? I'm gonna head this way a bit. I can't even see him. Now that I know that there is a herd down there, I don't know if it's the herd I'm looking for. I'm still about a ridgeline behind where I want to be, I think. Well, the ridgeline I want to go to runs off that peak. But who knows? I think since I know that somewhere out here, somewhere, there has to be one of those big, beautiful bowls that has the nice big fan tops going on up there. I think I'm going to be a little more patient in waiting for that opportunity. I think they're about 200 off that way. Hey, that's my song. I think I'm finally to a point where my wind is good. Now I'm just trying to work my way around so I have some visibility so I can see what the heck I'm looking at, or what I'm hearing, so I can see what I'm looking at. But duh. I still hear the occasional cow, so they're still down there. To the right somewhere. Alright, I just crossed the river, trying to find the most unobstructed view possible. It's just so dense. It is and it isn't. There's not a lot of brush under the trees. There's just a lot of trees. The good news is... Oh. So I think the ground rolls a little bit more over there. I don't think they're close enough for a collar to do any good. I'm going to try and move up and around a little bit more, keep my wind to my back, or face, or whatever you want to call it. Keep good wind. Just want to get eyes on and see if any of them are shooters. Well, if any of them's one I want to shoot, I should say. Oh, I love the chuckle. He's over there. I see deer butt. I think. I think those mule deer that I disrupted earlier are off to the right here. God, he sounds so far left. I also have to keep in mind that there's echoes, right? So just because I think I'm hearing them a specific direction, since I'm kind of down next to this rock face to the left and these hills to the right, that may not be the case. I don't know why I'm so against using a collar. I mean, I'll use it, but like if I get to a nice clearing where I got good shooting range before I see them, then I'll call them. But like in this case where there's no way to predict which way they would come in and so many trees, I feel like the collar would do more harm than good at this point. The ground rolls. They're right over the edge. It's so close and I can't see them. No. Holding. Without being able to... No, come on. I still have good wind. Oh, come on. No. I just gotta chill out and cross my fingers. I don't think they can smell me. I think I'm good. I think I see a cow. Or I'm just seeing a shadow, I can't quite tell. They're right below me, if I can get around this tree. So I'm trying to listen for the sounds of them, like, feeding and just kind of casually walking. When they start barking like that, they all stop and stare. They just put out an update a couple days ago, supposedly making Ranger mode even more difficult. So honestly, I will not be surprised if this ends up becoming a bust. I think I'm good. It's still too thick. God, I just gotta find a ledge I can look down. If I were smart, instead of this whole loop, well, no, because even if I'd gone to that ridge across the ways, then they might catch my wind. That's a lot of barking. That's not good. Need to chill. Need to chill. It's like playing red light, green light with elk. Only possibly with more swearing involved. Yeah, I hear ya. God, the bull is right there. It almost sounds like they're moving down the river slowly, and I'm basically paralleling them. I've already guessed from the trees, maybe it opens up. It's like a cliff face here. They're down here. I'm able to get here, and then I have a nice long area here I can look. Or a headlight. It rolls off in almost a steep cliff. Oh, come on. Oh, red light. It's very subtle, but you can hear him walking around down there. There it is. Don't move. Small bull. Oh, they know I'm up here. Look at that. They're underneath this thing. I'm gonna move up a couple feet just to make sure, but if that's the only bull in the herd, then I just spent 45 minutes not stalking my target. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty, don't get me wrong, but he's not what I'm looking for. He's an older bull. For culling purposes, I'd probably want to pull him out if there's another bull in the group. Yeah, there's 2 bulls in that herd. Mental note. Come back here. I don't know, I think I'd take that guy out. He's lopsided. That one still looks like he's probably higher fitness, more even. All that work. Unless there's one more bull down there. I'm gonna try and get a little closer. Oh, see, there is another bull. He's not too shabby looking either. That's a nice bull. Oh, it's tempting. But I also don't think he's fully grown. I think he's gonna get bigger. That's amazing. They even have a tongue. Alright, I've decided that I'm not gonna take any of these bulls, so I want to try and get a bit closer. Oh, hold. See how their heads popped around? Oh yeah, that bull sees me. He's looking dead at me. What you doing up there, bud? Oh, it fell. Whoops. Oh wow, look at that. What the hell? Thank God I didn't decide he was the one. I mean, I'd kind of want him. Look at that. It always reminds me of those crabs. 46 yards. 50 yards. Well within archery range. Elk centipede. Elkipede? Look at how big the herd is. Like, first coming up, you could hear 1, maybe 2 bulls. You heard 1 cow. When I first peeked over, there were 2 cows, maybe a bull. Now in total we have 3 bulls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows. Oh, 7. There's 2 up there. 7 cows and 3 bulls, so it's a herd of 10. Well, it is noon. I'm almost an hour and a half into this. And I've essentially spent all this time chasing that bull. Now I'm gonna head back over here. I'm gonna head back up into here. Wait till I get about 100 yards away before I stand up. Oh, yeah, they're gonna bump. They're gonna bump. Something already bumped. They did bump. Look at them go. Oh well. Not too bad way to spend the first half of the day. Archery is definitely gonna be a thing in the future. Is this the right area? See, the benefit to my videos is I don't show where all my kills happen. Why that's a benefit is because it means you gotta do some exploring. You can't just use my videos like a cheat sheet. Not that that really works in this game, because Angel and I have discovered quite a few times that just because there's a high populace in one area doesn't mean it's the same on both maps, or on both accounts. But the downside is that when I want to revisit something and I don't remember exactly where it is, well, I didn't even show myself. So I remember that it was initially on a slope like that, and I called one out from the brush line, and I shot it. And then while tracking it, I was looking down the slope next to a trail. It was trail with a bit of a little clump of trees, and then the river. There was a cliffside upriver to the right, and on my side to the right. And I shot the second bull, and then I went back up and I got a time-lapse shot, and I was dealing with wolves. So now I'm like looking at the map and realizing none of this is right. I'm in the wrong area. Matter of fact, no, because I just explored this, so this can't be right. Oh no, I'm in the wrong area. Honestly, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not 100% this is the right side of the map. I don't think it was this far south. Could it have been in the highland area? No, I'm 99% certain it was over in the lowland. Oh hey, trail, field, cliff wall to the right. This is it. This is where I was. Oh, I'm so far off. It would actually be quicker for me to go to this cabin. What were my rules? No sleeping to just change the time of day. I would have to end the hunt day, and I could only use cabins, not campsites or tents. So I think I'm okay with my rules to go to here, start at 7 a.m. Because now that I'm looking at this map, I'm fairly certain this is the area I was thinking of. Alright, see y'all in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. One of the main things I actually hate about playing this game is I walk into a place like this, I look out off this front porch, and then I get done playing for the day, I walk into my living room, look out my front window, and go, God, I hate where I live. Oh wow. Yep, all coming back to me. This is it. I floated around these two trees. Or maybe it was these two. Yeah, here we go. I shot the bull right up there. Now I'm in the right area. Now the question is, where are they? Oh, now there's gray wolves at 400 plus. Walking right behind the stand where I used to get whitetail out of. Oh, there's something right over the edge here. This is it, you know. I tracked one bull down there. He died at the base of that hill. The second bull was behind those trees. So this is the right area. There's one gray wolf way back here. Oh, hey, there's elk. They're 500 out. I see one bull already. He's back here behind this tree. I can't see enough of him to tell if it would be worth putting the stock on. We're just gonna ignore that guy. Do you do anything? Are you moving at all? Don't think so. I can't really tell. We're gonna go prone right here so I can use my rifle scope. I see one little bull, two little bulls, possibly three little bulls. Oh no. Did I make a bad gamble? Yep. Unless there's one more in the bushes waiting to come out. I made a bad gamble. So real quick, and the elk, right here it says primary and secondary habitat, right? Browner and less vivid. Anyways, primary habitat is usually where you'll find the bigger animals. So the fact that I've been going in lowland forest this whole time is kind of against the way this should work. But I was more or less banking on, hello, the idea of the herd had a biggin. Now the problem is I'm pretty sure he was towards the end of his lifespan. So I had hoped he'd passed on his genes, and he may have. And it could just be that his son or sons are floating around there and they're just not quite old enough. But that also means I've kind of screwed myself, because then the next place I would want to check would be up in those mountains. Actually right around that body of water. Although that is several miles away. But actually I think that's almost exactly what's happening looking at the size of that guy there and the one in front. I think those are his offspring. He was like an 85%, but they're just too young. Do we scrap another day? Take another gamble? Closest one to Thorn Springs is coming up from main base. Although I might have luck in the valley over here depending on what the wind's doing. You know, actually, sad part is I'm equidistant. It's the same distance for me to go from here to there as it is to go from there to there. So you know what? Yeah, screw it. Let's hoof it. Just cut clean across the middle here. Bump everything out of the way. Hey, there's an elk? Fairly certain. There's a much older boy to his left, and I cannot tell. Hang on. And the old boy to the left. Oh, apparently I'm right at, he just spawned in. The one on the left, he looks like a biggin. It's so hard to tell. Hang on. I think I'm counting 4 tines per top. Fur tells me he's on in years. Oh yeah, that's my boy. Where is this? Is that really right down there? And I have a headwind. What's the range again? I'm not gonna shoot from here, but he's 600 out. Okay, well, 600 out I think puts him right around here because it's curving right, so he's right around here. That's pretty dense trees. That risks putting him in my wind. My best bet may be to get to about here and then try and call him. But that's my elk. That's the one I want, and they are wandering away. Gotta hope there's not too much shrinkage. Gotta hope I can get down this. Is this a cliff? Famous last words. Oh, I don't see him now. Wait. There he is to the right. Oh yeah. That's my elk. They're 330. That bush is 150, so I basically have to make it there and then call him out of the bush. That's what, now this is a good area for actually using the call, because I have a shooting lane. I've already picked out a target animal. I know which one I'm waiting to see step out, and I'm fairly certain, given the terrain, they're going to come pretty much dead at me. They already know. The time is nigh. No, the end is nigh. There we go. The time is nigh. Oh, yeah, that's him. Look at him. Cross or not cross? I don't know, I guess I could test something. Let's see if 230 is too far. I've never had this thing effectively work over 200. Are you kidding me? That's not you. Oh, look, this guy was under 2. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Alright, we're not gonna call again. They're pretty much favoring that left. I'm actually thinking that bush right there. Head back. You're not interested in this. Wait and see what that guy's... Oh, where'd he go? How the hell? Okay, there. He's headed back to his group. Alright, I'm gonna cross and get into the... Try and get to that bush there. Oh, what? He moved off to the left. Of course, it's the biggest frickin' log in the universe. Okay, where's my, my monster bull? Want to verify he's in range before I call. You're not him? I don't think so. No. I'm really pushing my luck here. Oh, they do have a cow with them. Okay, my wind's still good. Oh, where'd the big guy go? Oh, clearly eyeballing me. No. It's time for a game of red light, green light. I should have stayed put. You'd think the sound of the running water would cover me up a bit. No. I hear fleeing. Oh, I didn't even get... No, and there he goes. Wait, was that the big guy? I don't know, because I heard one to the right. Oh, see, after the cow gave her a warning call, I didn't sit long enough. Now I need to try and get a little bit of elevation so I can look down the river and make sure that that was... I didn't see the tops. I'm not 100% sure that was him going up. He might still be down here. Almost like he broke off from the group. See, now the hunt is on. Now I know my animal is here. I just have to hope he went with the rest of the herd. It almost sounds like they're right over this ridge to the right. I'll work up this way. I'd rather be looking down. That sounds like they're fleeing again. Oh, I didn't even get warning calls that time. You know what? That's okay. Pushes them down the other side. I can have the high ground as long as I'm not breaking the herd up. This is officially the longest of the 4 hunts. It could have been the second shortest if I wasn't picky. Damn it, not again. There he goes. No. There's no point. No warning calls, nothing. I could hear them stepping. I knew they were down here. I just was trying to get a little higher. They hooked her right. How many ways down off this thing are there? That way. So my best bet is to actually follow them because at least that'll keep me in good wind. I just need to find that sweet spot where I can be above them, not detected, maybe put a call out. He looks good though. He's the one I want. Wait, was I wrong? Oh, this is the dip. Hang on, I'm reading the map wrong. I think I need to get good and comfy up here. Yeah, that is an elk head right there. I don't think I'm in range though. I might have to move down to like that brush line over there. I don't think I should push my luck with trying to get closer to him because I basically will lose sight of him. Especially that's him right there, isn't it? Actually, yeah, right here I might be able to do it if I can get him to 200. I just need to call the big guy out and get him out of those frickin' trees. That cow's eyeballing me. I think those bushes right there by that rock puts me close enough to get a call in. Fingers crossed. I do need to. 55, 110, 164. Just be ready. See what I mean? I'm gonna lose sight. But nestled up in these bushes right between these rocks. Blending. Give me one antler. Just show me you're still up there. I see one, but I can't get a range on him through the trees. I think I see one. Yeah, I do, but he's not moving. Oh, but someone is. If it's not my big guy, I'm screwing up royally. There's one approaching. It's not him. Maybe I'm wrong. There's so many of them, they're just wandering back up that way. Wait. Oh my god, I think that's him. Oh, I did snatch him out of the herd. Yes, that's him. Oh, okay. Alright, let's look. We're going to be doing 108. We're going to be doing 110 yards. That's 55. That's 110. Wait for the next call. You little bugger, you better not. He might spook them all. God dang it. This guy's going to ruin it. There's Biggin. Oh, this guy's gonna ruin it. No, he's not, because I'm gonna do it right here. Oh. Got him. Oh my god. Almost 4 hours. Holy crap, I don't think we have to wait for that one to die. I was so worried this guy was going to come right up here, see me, because, you know, I don't... maybe he's stupid enough to think I'm part of a rock. And if you bump one, it'll take the herd with them. Now, the entirety of that herd went up over that hill. I was so fearful I'd only grab this little guy. But lo and behold, cool thing is, it was a high fitness call, high aggression call. There's a good possibility that guy's gonna grow up to be just as big. Alright, let's go see what we got. Are you the one I spotted from up on the hill? Yes, you are. Look at that. Easily the biggest elk seen today. Fortunately, one antler's in the ground. I have no collision. Look at that. Dropped on the blood pool. I gotta do a trophy shot. Let's see. Let's go this way. And maybe my face will line up right here. You know what? First, let me set the time correctly. I actually don't know what time it is, so I need to check that. And no, let's go from this way. And it's 16:16. And let's move my character up, because I apparently have no sense of depth. Am I in the elk? Yeah, I'm leaning on him. You know what, now that I think about it, actually right there. A little down, Right there looks pretty freaking good. Let's see what we got. Oh, it looks to me like it was a perfect double lung heart shot from the front. In the left, through the heart, out the right. And I got the artery cluster. Yeah, he was not going anywhere. And he is a massive 1,000-pound 4-star. He's only a 78%, so he's actually smaller than the one that I got off the cliff over by where we saw the stuck wolf. Lost 10 pounds of meat to the shot. Distance fled 0.02 yards. Nice. And there's his trophy score. He's a 426. So, assuming this uses the same scoring system as Classic, I don't think it's the same as Classic. Because if so, he is a monster compared to the 349 I got. I guess actually it's possible, because if I remember correctly, he had a low time count. But there he is. One beautiful elk from my lodge. Because he is, in fact, just because of the amount of work he put me through, and the fact he's pretty, he's going in the lodge. Whew. God. I love this game. Alright. Next stop. Iron sighting a moose. Why not? And with that last harvest, that's 4 games, 4 bulls down. Now again, part 2 is going to have more of the comparison as far as features, mechanics, performance, price, all that kind of fun stuff. This was really just to give you the hunts. Maybe you can formulate your own ideas as to which game you prefer and why, and leave it in the comments down below. Maybe you haven't played any of these games and this kind of gives you an idea of what experience you'd like to have, and you can say what you like about the hunts that you witnessed. Or maybe you were playing the game yourself and you just wanted background noise. I hear that's a very popular use case for my longer videos. But with all that done, it's time to move on. So I hope you enjoyed the video, because there's buttons if you did, buttons if you didn't. And as always, buttons to push. Until next time. And feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when part 2 finally comes out. It might take a minute, because did I already mention the 250,000 rows of data per game that I thought was a good idea to record? I might go blinder. Blinder's a word, right? It has to be, because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna need new glasses. I'm gonna have to like get special monitors. And why did I record?